We all have dreams, aspirations that dance in our minds, yet how often do we find ourselves standing in our own way? This is the silent saboteur within us all, self-sabotage. It whispers doubts, fuels procrastination, and magnifies our fears. We are our own worst enemies, trapped in a battle against invisible forces. Self-sabotage is a subtle but powerful force, offering excuses and justifications for our inaction. Self-sabotage is a universal human experience, a battle fought in the quiet corners of our minds. Recognizing this shared experience is the first step toward overcoming this insidious foe. By shining a light on the patterns that hold us back, we can begin to dismantle the prison of our own making. The path to liberation begins with awareness and identifying the ways we sabotage ourselves. The cost of self-sabotage is immeasurable. It's a silent thief, robbing us of opportunities, relationships, and fulfillment. It keeps us stuck, circling the airport of our dreams, too afraid to land. Imagine a life where fear dictates your decisions and self-doubt prevents you from taking risks. This is the reality for countless individuals trapped in the cycle of self-sabotage. At the heart of self-sabotage lies a tangled web of fear. These are insidious fears that whisper in quiet moments, clouding our judgment. Fear of failure and fear of success both hold us back. We avoid risks, choosing safety over vulnerability. These fears, while often irrational, are deeply ingrained. In our attempts to protect ourselves, we sabotage our own happiness. It's time to confront these fears head-on and acknowledge their presence. Our childhoods shape our perceptions and mold our beliefs. If raised with love and acceptance, we approach life with self-worth and resilience. However, early experiences of criticism or neglect can lead to a harsh inner critic. A child told they are not good enough may avoid risks, choosing safety over striving. These early experiences shape the lens through which we view ourselves and the world. The roots of self-sabotage often trace back to conditional love. We learn to associate worthiness with accomplishments. This need for external validation can follow us into adulthood. We may prioritize others' needs above our own, fearing disappointment. Breaking free requires redefining love and worthiness, valuing ourselves for who we are. It's a journey of self-discovery and unlearning old patterns. Our comfort zones can become insidious traps preventing growth. While offering security, they also breed stagnation. Self-sabotage thrives in the comfort zone, whispering that it's safer to stay small. True fulfillment lies beyond these boundaries. Stepping outside requires courage and a belief in our capabilities. Embrace the unfamiliar to discover your true potential. Procrastination is a master of disguise, offering temporary reprieve. We trade accomplishment for the fleeting comfort of avoidance. Procrastination is often a symptom of deeper fears and insecurities. We may fear failure or success, doubting our abilities. Understanding its causes is key to overcoming it. Replace avoidance with action, fear with courage, and self-doubt with self-belief. Break free from the cycle of delay and step boldly into the present moment. Perfectionism, often mistaken for a virtue, is a cunning imposter. It sets impossible standards, fueled by self-doubt. Perfection is an illusion, a mirage always out of reach. The antidote is progress over perfection. Embracing imperfection. Allow yourself to make mistakes, to learn and to grow. Replace the inner critic with self-compassion and acceptance. The human mind can trap us in a cycle of negative self-talk. This inner critic whispers doubts and magnifies our flaws. Negative self-talk can sabotage relationships and hinder careers. We can learn to identify and challenge these thoughts. Pay attention to the messages you tell yourself. Challenge negative thoughts and reframe them positively. Focus on your strengths and accomplishments. The journey to overcoming self-sabotage begins with awareness. Self-sabotage operates in the shadows, whispering doubts. Awareness reveals the patterns that keep us tethered to mediocrity. Notice the negative self-talk and limiting beliefs. This is about self-compassionate observation, not self-criticism. Awareness is the first step towards dismantling self-imposed barriers. We are the gardeners of our own lives, capable of cultivating a beautiful future. The art of self-reflection. Awareness shines a light on the patterns of self-sabotage, but it's through self-reflection that we begin to understand the root system, those tangled tendrils that anchor these behaviors deep within our subconscious. It's a journey inward, a courageous exploration of our inner landscapes where we unearth the hidden beliefs and past experiences that shape our present reality. Self-reflection is not a passive activity. It requires intention, commitment, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. It's about carving out time in the busyness of our lives to sit with ourselves, to delve beneath the surface of our thoughts and feelings, and to ask ourselves the hard questions. Start by keeping a journal. Write down your thoughts, your feelings, the patterns of self-sabotage you observe. Don't censor yourself. Let the words flow freely without judgment. Ask yourself, when do I feel most tempted to sabotage myself? What triggers these behaviors? What am I afraid of? What beliefs are holding me back? Meditation can also be a powerful tool for self-reflection. By quieting the mind and focusing on the present moment, we create space for insights to emerge, for those aha moments that illuminate the path forward. Self-reflection is an ongoing practice, a lifelong commitment to understanding ourselves more deeply. Our beliefs program our minds, shaping our perceptions and decisions. Limiting beliefs act as invisible barriers, preventing us from achieving our full potential. Challenging these beliefs is essential for breaking free from self-sabotage. Recognize that these beliefs are not facts, but subjective interpretations. Replace limiting beliefs with empowering affirmations. Cultivate a bountiful harvest by planting seeds of empowering truths. In a world obsessed with perfection, where social media feeds are filled with curated images of seemingly flawless lives, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that we're not enough. But here's the liberating truth. Perfection is an illusion. It's a mirage that shimmers on the horizon, always just out of reach. Embracing imperfection is not about settling for mediocrity. It's about releasing the pressure to be perfect and embracing the messy, imperfect beauty of our human experience. Flaws, mistakes, and setbacks are opportunities for learning, growth, and resilience. Start by practicing self-compassion. Embrace your uniqueness. The world needs your authentic self, flaws and all. We often fall prey to self-sabotage when our goals resemble towering mountains, their peaks shrouded in a mist of uncertainty and self-doubt. The sheer magnitude of these aspirations can be paralyzing. But what if we approached goal setting as a meandering hike through a beautiful forest? The key is to break down those intimidating goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Begin with a solid foundation, carefully laying brick upon brick. Remember, every journey begins with a single step. By setting realistic goals and focusing on the process, we transform the daunting climb into an enjoyable adventure. Boundaries, protecting your energy and focus. Imagine your energy as a precious resource, a wellspring of creativity, motivation, and focus. Self-sabotage often manifests as a leaky faucet, draining our energy through distractions and obligations. To protect this resource, set boundaries, creating a sanctuary for replenishment and focus. Boundaries are essential for well-being and showing up fully in the world. Think of them as invisible fences, protecting our time, energy, and emotional space. Identify the energy drains in your life. Are there certain people or activities that leave you feeling depleted. Set boundaries by saying no more often and prioritizing self-care. Protecting your energy and focus creates conditions for creativity and fulfillment. Accountability, the power of shared journeys. We are social creatures, wired for connection and belonging. When we share our journeys with others, we tap into a powerful force for growth and transformation. Accountability. It's about creating a supportive and encouraging environment. Those kindred spirits who will cheer us on, hold us accountable, and remind us of our strength. By embracing accountability, you tap into the power of human connection. Celebrating small wins, fueling the fire of motivation. Small victories pave the path to success. Appreciate the beauty of the climb and the progress made. Small wins fuel our motivation, propelling us forward. Acknowledge efforts and honor progress. Remember the sense of accomplishment and pride. Experience that feeling at every milestone. These are victories worth celebrating. Building resilience, weathering the storms of life. Overcoming self-sabotage is an ongoing journey, a commitment to showing up for ourselves. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and setbacks are inevitable. Resilience is essential for navigating these challenges without falling prey to self-defeating behaviors. Think of resilience as the roots of a mighty oak tree, anchoring it firmly in the ground. Our ability to weather life's storms depends on our inner fortitude, our capacity to bend without breaking. Building resilience is a process, not an overnight transformation. It's about developing skills and practices that empower us to face challenges with courage and grace. Reframe setbacks as opportunities for growth. See challenges as valuable lessons, opportunities to learn and adapt. Cultivate a positive mindset. Resilient individuals challenge negative thoughts, focusing on solutions and inner strength. Resilience is about facing challenges head-on, armed with the tools and mindset to thrive. Emotional intelligence, mastering the inner landscape. Imagine your emotions as a vast, ever-changing landscape, complete with towering mountains of joy, tranquil valleys of peace, and treacherous swamps of fear and insecurity. Emotional intelligence is the compass that guides us through this terrain, allowing us to navigate our inner world with awareness, compassion, and skill. Self-sabotage often stems from a lack of emotional awareness, a disconnect between our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. We act impulsively, driven by unconscious fears and limiting beliefs, without fully understanding the forces that are driving our actions. Emotional intelligence involves developing a deep understanding of our own emotions and how they influence our thoughts and behaviors. It's about recognizing the early warning signs of stress, anxiety, and self-doubt, and developing healthy coping mechanisms to manage these emotions effectively. Furthermore, emotional intelligence extends beyond self-awareness to encompass empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. When we cultivate empathy, we develop a greater capacity for compassion, both for ourselves and for those around us. Developing emotional intelligence is an ongoing journey, a lifelong commitment to understanding and mastering the intricate workings of our inner world. It's about learning to identify, express, and regulate our emotions in healthy and constructive ways, creating a foundation of self-awareness and empathy that empowers us to build stronger relationships, make better decisions, and live more fulfilling lives. Cultivating self-compassion, the antidote to self-sabotage. Self-sabotage thrives in an environment of self-criticism where our inner critic runs rampant, berating us for our mistakes, magnifying our flaws, and whispering a constant refrain of not good enough. It's in these moments of self-doubt and insecurity that we're most vulnerable to the siren song of self-defeating behaviors. Self-compassion, however, offers a powerful antidote to this toxic inner dialogue. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and acceptance that we would offer to a close friend or loved one who is struggling. Cultivating self-compassion involves challenging the inner critic, silencing that harsh voice that fuels our self-doubt and undermines our confidence. Instead of berating ourselves for our mistakes, we learn to acknowledge them with understanding, recognizing that everyone makes mistakes and that imperfection is an inherent part of the human experience. Self-compassion also involves recognizing our common humanity, acknowledging that we are not alone in our struggles and that everyone experiences setbacks, disappointments, and moments of self-doubt. When we practice self-compassion, we create a safe and supportive inner environment where we can be honest with ourselves about our challenges without judgment or self-condemnation. The journey to overcome self-sabotage is not a destination. It's a lifelong adventure, a continuous process of growth, self-discovery, and transformation. It's about embracing the unknown with courage and curiosity, knowing that setbacks are inevitable, but that each challenge presents an opportunity for learning and growth. Imagine life as a winding river, its currents carrying us through ever-changing landscapes. There will be moments of calm and tranquility, as well as rapids and waterfalls that test our strength and resilience. Embracing growth and transformation means letting go of the need for certainty and control, surrendering to the ebb and flow of life's journey. It's about approaching each new experience with an open heart and a willingness to learn, even when those lessons are painful or unexpected. It's also about celebrating our progress, no matter how small. Every step forward, every obstacle overcome, every act of self-compassion is a victory worth acknowledging. Remember, the journey of self-discovery is not about achieving perfection. It's about becoming the best versions of ourselves, embracing our imperfections and living lives that are both meaningful and fulfilling. So, dear listener, as you continue on your own unique journey, remember this: you are capable of extraordinary things. As we reach the culmination of this exploration into the depths of self-sabotage, a profound truth emerges. The power to break free from these self-imposed limitations resides within each of us. We've journeyed through the shadowy landscapes of fear, unearthed the roots of limiting beliefs, and confronted the insidious ways in which we undermine our own happiness and fulfillment. But this is not a journey of despair. It's a call to action. An invitation to reclaim our inherent power and step boldly into the light of our own potential. For too long, we've allowed self-doubt, fear, and the echoes of past hurts to dictate our choices, to dim our light and to keep us tethered to mediocrity. But no more. The time has come to shed these old patterns, to rewrite the narratives that no longer serve us, and to step into the fullness of who we are meant to be. This reclamation of power begins with a conscious choice, a decision to no longer be held hostage by our inner critic, our past experiences, or the expectations of others. It's about recognizing that we are not our thoughts, our feelings, or our circumstances. We are the creators of our own reality, and we have the power to choose a different path, a path paved with self-belief, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to our own growth and well-being. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a garden. For years, you've allowed weeds of negative self-talk and limiting beliefs to take root. But what if you decided to reclaim your garden? Clear away the debris and cultivate a new narrative of self-belief. Replace toxic messages with affirmations of self-worth. Water the seeds of self-belief with positive affirmations and acts of self-compassion. The journey to overcome self-sabotage is not a solitary endeavor. Our transformation creates a ripple effect, touching the lives of those around us. Imagine a pebble tossed into a still pond. The ripples spread outwards, reaching the farthest edges of the water. Our personal growth impacts our relationships and communities. Embrace self-compassion and inspire others. Cultivate resilience and face challenges with courage. Step into your authentic self and empower others. As we conclude this exploration into the heart of self-sabotage, let us remember this. The journey to overcome these self-imposed limitations is not about achieving perfection, but about embracing the messy, imperfect beauty of growth and transformation. It's about showing up for ourselves even when it's hard and committing to the lifelong pursuit of becoming the best versions of ourselves. The path ahead may not always be easy. There will be moments of doubt, setbacks, and the temptation to retreat back into the familiar comfort of old patterns. But it's in these moments of challenge that our true strength is revealed. Remember the tools you've acquired along the way: the power of awareness, the importance of self-reflection, the courage to challenge limiting beliefs, the freedom of setting boundaries, the strength of accountability, and the transformative power of self-compassion. Embrace the journey with all its twists and turns, knowing that each experience, whether perceived as positive or negative, offers valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and never lose sight of your inherent worthiness and your boundless potential. The world needs your unique gifts, your talents, and your authentic self. Step boldly into the unknown, embrace the challenges, and never stop exploring the vast and magnificent landscape of your own being. The journey to overcome self-sabotage is a journey of a lifetime, and the rewards are immeasurable. The time to reclaim your power, to unleash your potential, and to create a life of purpose, joy, and fulfillment is now.